On YouTube today. We're not live on Facebook. I want to say Facebook the drama, but we're live on YouTube. Alexa, resume music. Come on, man. We can't come in like that. I got to come in a little stronger for everybody. It's good to see everybody here today and the folks that are coming in. Share it, share it, share it. Share it, share it. Good to see you, Candy. Alexa, resume music. Alexa don't pay no doggone attention. Alexa don't pay no doggone attention, but it's okay. I'm gonna train her to understand that I'm not playing with her when I'm asking her to do something. You know what I'm saying? But we here, baby. We back. It's the real Spiel. It's episode 2. And I'm happy for everyone who's coming in today. All my friends who are coming in from YouTube. This is Big Dell. This is Dell with the real Spiel. We're gonna set the camera up here. Hey, come on. You know what it is. You know what it is. We coming in at the real Spiel. Come on. You know what it is. Hey. Alexa, stop the music. What's going on, everybody? Listen, we've got a lot of things coming in tonight. A lot of things happening tonight with cultivating our single season. We're going to talk about that tonight. Cultivating our single season. And I'm Dell, Brereton, as I told you before. As you know, some of you are going to know. Uncle Dell, you can call me. How you doing? Rebirth of Joy. Cher, what's up going on, Sherry? Sanai, how you doing? I'm going to wave at everybody. And, you know, anybody who wants to come on the show now and ask some questions, you can come on the show. You can come on the show. Let me see if I get everybody. Nice to be here, Candy. It's nice for you to be here, too. I'm very happy to see you. Greetings to the family. All right. Listen, last night I was sweating like crazy, but tonight, not even a handkerchief. It's a mask, but it's okay. Listen, let's get this show off to a rumbling start. Before I get into the cultivating your single season, because not everybody's single who's coming on the show, I got some things I'd like to throw out there. Okay, a couple of hot topics that I'd like to throw out there. Good evening, madam. Good evening. A couple of hot topics. I'm gonna throw out a couple of hot topics. At the top of the list, we see our girl Meg the Stallion, and Meg. The police report has come in, Meg. They said, Meg, that you went to the hospital and the doctor said that you were not shot, that you stepped on some glass. You were not shot, Meg. We need to stop it now. Okay? They try to cancel Tory over your situation. You need to stop it now. You stepped on glass. The doctor said you were treated for glass in your foot, that he had glass in your foot, not bullets, glass. And going into that scenario, what do you guys think about people who are in relationships and they break the relationship with toxic lies, like the toxic fighting, toxic lies? And I'm gonna be women that hit men with toxic lies for no reason. And this is a kind of a recount from last night. These serial liars. Meg is a serial liar. She's lying for clout. She wants to say she got shot. She's lying for clout. What do we call people who do that? Explain that to me. Break that down. The mentalities that run into being a toxic liar, that's a dangerous scenario, right? And it goes into this. This is the topic. This is one of the topics before we talk about cultivating your single season, because I got a whole lot of information for that. Cultivating your single season. Why am I hot, boy? It's hot. It's the light. It's the light. Come into the light. Listen, this is the question. Do you really want your ex to do well? Are you really invested in your ex actually doing well? And that's something that we need to talk about. You know, do you really wish your ex well? Do we really wish our exes well? When you break up with somebody, Sean the Trader, what's up, man? Hey, Precious Gem, I know you find your way in here somewhere, man. Precious Gem, I know you find your way in here somewhere. Are we interested in our exes doing well? I always think people who say that, I wish them all the best, in their next relationship, you lying. And if you're not lying, you didn't really have a real serious relationship with that person. Because it's interesting to see how people can bust up and then they are in this whole, I wish them well. I don't understand that. I don't get the wish. How do you wish somebody that you were supposed to be or wanted to be together with, and now y'all are broke up and you got to the point where you wished them well? What kind of relationship did you have that you even broke up if you're still cool? All right? To me, that's a situationship red flag from last night. We talked about that these exes who have amicable scenarios where they sometimes have vacations together or whatnot. Is it possible to have an ex and to really wish them well? Or is everybody really in Meg's category? Is everybody really Meg? Is everybody really like, oh yeah, you're going to leave me? Listen, you shot me. You shot me. Guess what? You shot me. You're going down. You're not going to make any more money. I'm going to tell everybody you shot me. That's where Meg is. That's her situation. She lying. She's capping. She's never been shot. And she's telling people that she was shot. Meg, you weren't shot. Meg, hello. You weren't shot. Okay. Stop telling people that you were shot when you weren't shot. But I don't think people really wish their ex well. And this is what I mean when I say that. Do you want to leave somebody? You break up with somebody. Let's say let's disregard what I'm saying. It's more like I wish he'd break his neck and screw up his head neck. That's what I'm saying, Candy. You don't break up with somebody and be like, oh, you know what? I hope you go and you find somebody better than me. I hope you level up. I hope your business takes off. I hope you get healed and happy. I hope your hair grows back. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything great happens for you after you leave me. I hope you become a better person and a better partner. Yes, I do. That's a lie. You don't wish none of that. You wish that person just get out of my face, get out of my. You don't wish them that. You don't hope that they marry somebody better than you. You don't hope they level up after. You don't want to see your ex walk down the street with somebody that you look at and say, "Oh my gosh, that person got me beat by a mile." Man, doggone it. Jeez, like, oh Lord, she find it. He find it. She married a prince. She rich now. And you don't want to see that. Come on, that's a lie. Nobody wants to see that. Chanel, what's up? Nobody wants their ex to level up after they leave. Nobody wants that. That's not true. I don't think you're being sincere, or that person's not really an ex. That was a little sneaky link that you had for a minute. That person's not really a link. And we're gonna get into that conversation too. But do you really want your ex to move on and have a better situation than you? To me, the answer is always resounding no. What's up, Chanel? Long time no see. Chanel is one of my friends from back in dancehall days. I was doing security though. I wasn't in dancehall. She was in dancehall. But I don't worry. When black people in dancehall, even in their security, they're partying. Okay? Even if we're being paid, we're partying. We're in the party too. So Chanel, what up? What's going on? And greetings to your son too. Listen, question number 2. Okay? And if you guys don't want to play with that one, this is another one. And before we get into cultivating your single season, question number 2 is flirting cheating? Is flirting cheating? Come in here and tell me. Press the plus button. Give me your story. Is flirting cheating or is it not? Is flirting not cheating? If you're flirting with somebody, are you not cheating? Is it not cheating? Come on. I'm gonna wait. I want you to tell me. Is flirting cheating? What do you think? What do you think? You want me to give you my opinion? Ask me and I'll tell you, because I'm Uncle Dell. I will tell you my opinion. But you know what? Alexa, resume the music. I want to know what you think. I'm gonna give you time.
junto a todos sus artistas, por eso quiero que me lleven a Buena Vista.
Hey! Alexa, stop the music. Is flirting cheating? Yes! Absolutely, flirting is cheating. This is why flirting is cheating, okay? Because it's not flirting if it has no intentionality, right? If it's not flirting if it has no intention. I'll give you an example, what I mean by that. So I went out with this young lady. I remember we're out all day. And at the end of the day, she said to me, yo, bro, you flirt with everybody. I was like, what are you talking about? Because you flirt with everybody. I was like, okay, explain to me what happened today that made you think that I was flirting. And really what she was talking about, she was just simply talking about a conversation that I had with a waitress, right? While she was sitting right there, right? Now, I said to her, I was talking to an older woman today too. And an elderly woman. An elderly couple were sitting next to me, us. And I got out of the chair and I had to move closer to the elderly couple. And I said to the older man, I said, sir, don't worry. Your wife is fine, but I don't think I can take her from you. And, they laughed and they chuckled and I got up. The woman was in her 80s, right? So I said, did I flirt with her? Was that flirting? And then the conversation that I had with the waitress was a conversation about food, and it was irrelevant. And this is the thing. It's not flirting if it's not intentional. Flirting takes intentionality. So if you're actually flirting is something that is done with intention. And so you can't say, this man is flirting. Oh, you're flirting all the time with people. What? Did I try to get a number? Am I looking her like, yo, I want to get with her? No, don't try that. Don't try that. If there's no intention, it's not flirting. But if there's intention behind it, and let me break these down, right? Let me break these down because you people be doing this all the time. Who got a work husband? Who got a work wife? For you all who don't know what that is, people that essentially, they have someone of the opposite sex that they go to the office and, that person is their work husband or their work wife, their work spouse. And so what work husband and work wife are, you go there, they're getting you your coffee. They might pick you up. They might drive. You might carpool with them. They buy you gifts at Christmas. They give you shoulder rubs when you're tired. Okay. They're basically there for you like a husband or a wife, but they're a work husband, work wife. It's a non-sexual usually relationship. Air quotes. But is that an appropriate situation to have a work husband or work wife? Aren't they flirting? Most times, one of, or maybe both of those individuals have intentionality. One or more. The woman might say, oh, he's my gay work husband. I don't have any intention towards him. It's not like that. And vice versa. But the scenario is sometimes there is one person who has some intentionality. And you know what? I don't trust them little gay man talking about, I'm gay, but if I was straight, I would date you. That bro ain't gay. Don't let him fool you. Okay? He gay on the weekend. He ain't gay during the week. I'll tell you what. Nah, don't try that with me. But I don't like that situation too. I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. Okay? So if you're flirting, you're cheating. Starts right there. Flirting is cheating. In my opinion, flirting is cheating. If you're in a relationship, you got a relationship with somebody, you're in a relationship, and you can overhear them. They don't know. And they're flirting up with somebody in an elevator, flirting up somebody in the store, and girl, I'm married. It's so flattering. Well, maybe you can follow me on Instagram, but I have a boyfriend, but if I didn't, this might be another conversation. You're cheating, bro. That's cheating. That is tantamount to cheating. Okay. You haven't gone all the way. But you're flirting with first base easily. You're flirting with first base. You might have bunted. you know, for those who know about baseball like that. But yeah, if you're flirting with an individual with intention, that is tantamount to developing the steps to cheating. Cheating doesn't just happen at the end. All right. Cheating is something that starts up here, starts in here, and then it develops. Right. Cheating has to have an attitude behind it, an intentionality behind it. And if it doesn't, it's not flirting. It's just you being charming. You're just being cool. You're just being a nice person. All right. But without intentionality, there is no flirting, and therefore it can't be cheating. But if there's intentionality, flirting is cheating, because flirting is just saying the door is open. If I find an appropriate moment, appropriate time, appropriate circumstance in life, I'm going to hit that thing. I'm going to hit that thing. I'm going to blow your back out. Ooh, I'm going to make you forget your wife. I'm going to make your toes curl. Something is in your brain when it comes to those particular conversations. All right? Bada boom. I ain't hear nothing from y'all. Okay? Is it me? Oh, shoot. No, I came back. Sorry, I touched the wrong button. Listen, let's talk about cultivating your single season. Okay? Let's talk about cultivating your single season. I don't know how much I'm going to cover tonight, and I might have to do this into part 2 but tomorrow, just so you know, and big up Famous Accessories with her vegan mink lashes from the UK. One of our sponsors, Famous Accessories, but in the UK. Mink lashes? Vegan mink lashes? I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is, but it sounds fancy. But check her out. Actually, it's Famous Accessorize. Really. I was looking it up proper and I was like, no, that's mispronounced. It's Famous Accessorize. Look her up. In the UK, stuff can be delivered, stuff can be sent. They ain't far. All you Canadian Americans, whatever, stuff can be handled. Listen. Okay, let me get going. Now, this is coming from the top of my head, although I do have notes, but my notes are on this phone. I didn't transfer it like I did last night. So you're going to get it from the flow, from the flex. And if I have to stop because I forgot half, you're going to get half tomorrow. But tomorrow's show, just so you know, tomorrow's show is, I'm going to break it down. Tomorrow's show is about this. Is it Hot Girl Summer or is it Whole Life Summer? Is Hot Girl Summer code for Whole Life Summer? We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Is Hot Girl Summer code for Whole Life Summer? Similar to Hot Boy Summer, is that code for Whole Life Summer? We're going to talk about that tomorrow. That's tomorrow's show, but we might have to break it in half depending on how long we get into cultivating your single season. Okay? Cultivating your single season, it starts with this first concept. Concept number 1, am I good soil? Right? That's something that that's an introspective thing that many of you can't answer that question. You can't answer that question whether or not you're good soil. It's a hard question, right? We need to bring out Captain to have that question. The Captain Morgan, one of my best friends in the world. How you doing, Captain? You good? All right, brother. We're gonna talk later. But listen, Tabitha Kelly is in the house. Saf Rose, I see you in the house. Okay, waving at all of you, waving at both of you. Listen, what question did I ask? Tell me what I asked. Soil. Am I good soil? Right? That's a question that you need to ask yourself when you're in a single state where you are born again single, like a guy like me. Right? And hold on, let me say this first. I'm gonna slow down because I'm just gonna have a conversation with you guys. People might ask, is this guy a relationship expert? I absolutely am not a relationship expert. I am not an expert in a relationship. I am an expert in failed relationships. I am pro. Whoo, Lord, listen, I've got a PhD in failed relationships. That's why I can talk to you. You don't want to have somebody guarding you who's been arm wrestling the same old lady for 50 years, been in that bad 50 years. Listen, I've been in the streets. I've been in the jungle, baby. I've been fighting with the lions and tigers and hyenas and bears. Oh my. Okay? I'm not a relationship expert. I am an expert in failed relationships. Listen, I'm terrible at relationships. Horrible, awful. Listen, I'm absolutely the poster boy of bad relationships. That's why I can talk to you. That's why I can talk to you. Because if there's something I know, it's a bad relationship. Boy, if I say I can see it around the corner. I can see it with one eye closed and the other eye shut. Listen, I'm an expert in bad relationships. That's what I am. I'm not a relationship expert. I'm an expert in failed relationship. That's why I can tell you. Okay? If you want to deal with an individual who's a lion tamer, all right? Don't deal with a guy who wants to teach you how to deal with lions. He's never been bit by a lion or attacked by a lion. He don't know what to do. He's been just running around dealing with lions while the lion is nice. No. If you're going to teach me how to deal with lions, I want you to tell me, well, what happened those times when the lion attacked you? Well, I've never been attacked. Well, you're the wrong guy. You're the wrong guy. I don't want to talk to you. Talk to me, because I know what a jacked up, messed up, toxic, failed relationship looks like on both sides of the fence. I'm good at it. Okay, so here we go. Soil. Are you good soil? Many of us do not have the capacity to be introspective enough to understand whether or not we are actually a good candidate for anyone to be in our lives. At any given time, an individual does not have the capacity to look in. They know what they like, they know what they want, they know what they are attracted to, but they can't tell you, I'm in a perfect state, I'm in a great state to be in a relationship, right? Because they don't have the ability to be fair enough to look at their life and say, you know what, maybe not yet, maybe not now. And some people have gone to that point, but it's not because they are necessarily saying, I'm not ready for a relationship. They're saying, I don't want one. All right. But the question is whether you want one or whether you don't want one. Are you good soil if one arrived? That's the point. If somebody planted a relationship in the soil of you, would it become fruitful? That's where we start, right? Are you capable of carrying out a relationship from seed to plant to fruit level? Are you capable of those 3 stages of a relationship and sustaining it? Period. And that's the question that you have to begin with. And if you can't answer that question for yourself, and most of you can't, you got to talk to people who you trust to say, hey, listen, what do you think? You think how you think I am in relationships? And you can't talk to all your friends because, some of you got friends on both sides. Be like, Negro, you terrible. Damn. Remember that girl you used to have back in the day? She was fine. How you lose her? You stupid. They might hit you with that, right? Or they might be like, bro, listen, you're a good man, bro. Like, come on. You're just a little gallus. I mean, you might give them bun sometime, but at the end of the day, what's a little bun? Like you got to be careful who you ask because you might have both sides of that. But this is a way when you can't find proper counsel, you can't find a person to ask. This is the 3 things that I say to start with, right? First and foremost, you say this. Would I date me? Right? Would I date me? Would I want to be in a relationship? Knowing my mentality, and listen, I'm not talking about the surface, right? I'm talking about what you know is going on in your head at any given time when you're involved with anyone. What you know is going on behind their back with you. Would you say, listen, and listen, there's a lot of brothers on. This is Toronto. For those who don't know, we live in Toronto, okay? Toronto is a serious city, a lot of beautiful women. It's 4th largest city in North America. Black men are at a premium here, I say, in respect to dating, not and other things we're losing, but in respect to dating, I think women of all ethnicities are definitely interested in Black men here. And so Black men run into a scenario where a lot of times they have more than they need. They have more attention than they need. They have more girls than they need, less money sometimes, but they have more than they need. And so the question now, if you're a man, and I'm talking on both sides of the fence, I'm going to talk to the ladies right now, but if you're a man and you know all the stuff that you got going on the backdrop, would you want to be a woman dating you? And if you can say, bro, if and I'll hit it like this. If a woman dated you and she could read your mind, and she could read your mind. She knew everything that was going on in your mind. She could read the text messages that you didn't send her, that the text messages that you got in your phone that you don't send her. She knows them. She can read your mind. Would you think that you're in a position to be in a relationship? All right. Would you date you? That's a major question. Women. Again, we're going to talk about this tomorrow, but I had a conversation with somebody today, and they said to me about my topic tomorrow, they said, what's wrong with being a hoe? She said, what's wrong with being a hoe? She says, there's nothing wrong with a woman deciding to sleep with as many men as she wants. She can do that as much as she wants. That's her business. And I said, and she should own it, and she should be proud of it. And if she's called a hoe, who cares? I said, really? That's how you feel? She goes, yeah, I feel that. I feel that strongly, that a woman should be able to sleep with as many people as she wants, not worry about it. And what's wrong with being a hoe? And I said, okay, so that's what you feel. You're not ashamed about that. I said, answer me this question. What's your body count? Oh, I'm not telling you my body. Aha! Anyway, that's tomorrow. But the fact is, ladies, if you think that you're a woman, that a man should be able to come to the table and say, whoa, bro, I found a gem. I found a real dime, right? This is the question. This is the last question to figure that out. Watch this. Actually, there's two more. Would you want your children to date a woman like you? Would you want your child to find a woman like you? What's up, Flow Candles? The Flow Candles. Would you want your child to find a woman, to date a woman like you, or a man like you, right? Would you want your son to say, yeah, I'm gonna date a woman like my mom. I want her history. I want her mentality. I want her attitude towards men, because a lot of y'all are stuck in this toxic radical feminism that you don't even know about. How you doing, Flow Candles? And would you want your son to date a woman that has your attitude towards men? Right? Would you want your son to be in that scenario? And that's how you can figure out, to some extent, I don't know if I'd want my son to deal with it. I don't know if I want my daughter. I'll tell you right now, I don't want my daughters dating no man like me. I tell them all the time. I say, listen, you guys, you cannot handle no man like your father. First of all, I'm a jealous. Okay? I'm a recover. Thank you very much, Flow Candles. Thank you very much. Let me give you, Alexa, give me some music, because Flow Candles is talking about my clothes. Alexa, resume the music. Flow Candles is talking about my fit. Come on now. You need to know, but you need to see it come in with the Alexa taking too long. You lost the moment, Alexa. Come on. Flow Candles, I appreciate it. Listen, I'm too much, I understand. You need to understand whether or not your children growing up as their mentor would want to be in a relationship with somebody like you. I told my daughters, do not bring a man home like your dad. Number one, you have not been trained to deal with a man like me. Y'all can't cook. Y'all don't clean. Y'all want everything now. Okay? Don't bring no man home like me. I'm an old Caribbean man. Okay? Old Caribbean man. Don't bring home no man like me. Yeah, you got to strike my ego every now and then. I know. She knows how to deal with me, Flow Candles. Thank you, Flow Candles. You don't bring home no man like me. I'm an alpha, first of all. Okay? Bring home a beta. Bring home somebody you can control. I want my daughters to bring home a beta man because I want them to be in the control position. Period. I'm biased. I don't want to bring home a guy like me because I'm going to put pressure on them to control them, to bring them to a particular standard that I'm looking for. And I don't think my daughters personally have been raised for that. Personally, I don't think they're personally been raised for that. They've been raised to be, leaders in industry. They're going to be amazing in the corporate world. They're going to be fantastic human beings. But as far as being wives to a man type like me, no sirree, Bob. Nope. That'd be bad for them. So I can say that. Listen, I don't think I don't think I'd want my daughters to have a brother like me. And I'll break that down in a little while too. But because they haven't been raised like that, right? So, number one, like you said, would you date you? Number two, would you want your children to date somebody like you? Right? So that allows you to be now introspective. That allows you to look at yourself and say, you know what? This soil that I've got, it requires fertilization. That's all. That's the only place I'm trying to get you from number one on. I need some things. I gotta add some things to my situation. I gotta bring some other things to the table in order for me to be a little softer. Can I start with me, a man like me, right? I was very alpha, and I'm still very alpha, but I've simmered it down a little bit in my new single season because I'm cultivating my single season. Yes, I am. I'm a single season cultivator. You know what I've done in my single season? And you guys ain't talking back to me, man. Y'all taking too long to talk back to me. Stroke. Strike, stroke. Yeah, I get it. Understand. Don't give me a stroke, but I understand. You're stroking my ego. But, you know, what I did in this level of my single season as a man, and, you know, a lot of you ladies talk about things like, you know, getting healed and stuff. We don't do that. We'll talk about that in a minute. We don't do that. But I had to realize the things that I had in a relationship of almost 2 decades, I had to do myself. I had to learn how to wash the dishes again. I had to learn how to organize my own laundry. I had to learn how to organize my schedule, you know, things that I was like, yeah, keep a track of this because I'm going to forget it. Remember, this remind me when this appointment, I had to take back over all the internal scheduling of my life. Bro, I could not stand. I'm 6'7". Most sinks come up to my mid-thigh. I couldn't stand over a sink to wash 3 or 4 dishes. It was tremendous. Cooking food for myself every day. Because I was a man like, yo, leftovers? Man don't eat leftovers. I'm a big man. I want fresh food every day. You think I'm making fresh food for myself every day? Hell no. Okay. But I wanted fresh food every day in a relationship because I'm man. I'm coming home and I'm looking, how come I don't smell food cooking? What's going on? Why isn't my food? You know what I'm saying? Like I was full Caribbean dude. Yo, I'm coming home in a minute. Listen, I'm hungry. So make sure you got something. I was deadly with it because I was a man, right? I'm bringing home my money. You got a big house. You have nice clothes. Listen, make sure my food is ready. What do you mean? I'm not eating that from yesterday. Your man, I don't eat leftovers. I look like a leftover man. All that kind of stuff. I had to shave all that off, right? That was one part. Second part, my female children made me understand how to deal with women differently. This is big. This one is big because when you're an alpha, especially an alpha, and this, ladies, you should learn something about femininity. Male masculinity is only subsided by absolute femininity, not female femininity. Okay. And so my little daughters were able to tame King Kong. Daddy, can we please? Daddy, can I this? Oh, Daddy, I would like to do this. Daddy, I want to see you. Yo, once that kind of talk goes into, you melt. You can't help it. You can't help it. And so what I learned now is like how I respond to true, pure femininity and how to be submissive to a woman who is absolutely feminine, right? I learned from that. I learned very much from that. And this is the other side, okay? Because we're talking about, you know, adding to our soil. This is point 2, right? Adding to our soil. What type of seeds are we adding to our soil? I added submissiveness. I did. I took some of the out because submissive to who? I's man. What I got to be submissive to? But I realized, no, bro, actual pure, sweet femininity, bro, you can be submissive to that. You can let them run the show. You can let them ask you to do something or lead you in when they're leading you that way. So I was like, yo, man, that's kind of dope. I like that. Women, I got to explain something to you. And I did it today. It's at my other job. I talked to 5 women about this. And I said, does a wife need to mother her husband? I use the word mother, not nurture. I use the word mother. And 4 out of 5 of them right away said, I absolutely do that. I absolutely mother him. I organize his schedule. I'm telling him when he has to go to the doctor. I'll change his diet. I'll all kind of stuff. Like she's saying, I'm the mother of the household, and that man is never leaving me. 4 out of 5. The 5th one wasn't married. And she's like, no, why would I mother a grown man? Why would I mother him? No, he's not supposed to, it's supposed to be 50-50. And she went into the usual terminology. And then I said, but you mother your son, your adult son, you mother him. She's like, yeah, I do. I was like, mm-hmm. And how does he respond? Oh, whoever marries him is going to have a problem because they're going to hate me because I was like, exactly. Men respond to the mothering of a female that they're intimate with. They respond to that femininity. And you know how they respond to it? With loyalty. That's how, with fidelity. You'll say, oh no, I was like that with my ex and he still left me and he still cheated on me. And I know you're going to tell me that. I know I'm going to get that. But I'm telling you, the way that you deal with, and that person might have been a serial cheater, serial liar, I don't know. But I'm telling you, 90% of men, not these little deviants, the 10% is always a deviant realm of 10%. 90% of men, especially men raised with a mother, they're raised by their mother and not by wolves, okay? They will respond positively to femininity. They will respond perfectly and positively. I've got to attend to my YouTube people here too and not ignore you guys. But men will respond positively to femininity. And if you add the seeds of pure femininity to your season of singleness, when that gentleman that you're looking for comes around, the toxicity that you currently evoke, that you walk in the room with, that you turn men off with from the beginning, if you sow seeds of femininity now into the way that you move, and you think to yourself, if a man comes into my life, I will treat him similar to how I love my son, how I treat my son, how I treat my children, because a man absolutely responds to being mothered. And I know to some women who, I'm not going to mother no man. I'm not going to mother no man. Listen, that's why you're single. Some of you, that's why you're single. Because you are ignorant of the language that men actually respond to. No woman, and I see you there, Dr. Eve, and Dr. Eve is a great example, but no woman who has a male son does not know how to take care of a man. I'm telling you, any woman that has a male son and they're in good standing with their son, they know how to take care of a man. No, if you got a bad relationship with your male son, you can't take care of a man. I'm gonna tell you right now, you can't take care of your man. I'm not going to use my examples because that's coming out of, that's life. That's not even wisdom. That's life. If you cannot deal with the male sons in your life as a woman, you can't deal with almost no man. Zero. You can't deal with any man because there is something broken on the inside of you that when your son, the boy you suckled on your breast, the boy you raised from small, who sees you as mommy dearest, if you cannot evoke a natural reaction from your son to submit to his mother, you will never be successful with a man. You can't, because you don't have what it takes. There's something missing, and you have to add back your femininity, add back the nurturing, mothering aspects of your personality to be able to deal with the man. But some of you are just simply not willing, too lazy, or ignorant. You don't know how. And so I'm letting you know, it must be done. Back in the day, with women, they used to have finishing schools. And they would teach women how to keep house, how to cook, how to carry themselves. And these things, these key skills are missing. They're missing. And all they were It wasn't slavery. It wasn't making a woman indentured to a man. It was evoking ultra femininity that men respond to. Okay. And so that's what I'm trying to say for the lady side of the fence. For the man side of the fence, I said it already. Men, alphas, I'm talking to me. The betas don't need this advice. A beta doesn't need the advice I'm giving him about this point. Alpha needs to practice submissiveness to actual femininity, not to some crazy radical feminist. Don't be submissive to anything she has to say. She's a terrorist, and you don't negotiate with those type of terrorists. They're red flags. That's yesterday's show. Kick them to the curb. But a woman who's a legitimate, feminine, wonderful woman who's actually submissive to you, and submissiveness does not start when you get married. Submissiveness is a way that you are as a woman. And if don't let nobody cap you, bro, and say, oh, I'll be submissive to my husband. No, you won't. Submissiveness is how you are, period. I'm an alpha all the time. I'm not just an alpha when I get married. I'm a man all the time. I'm a gentleman all the time. I'll open the door for a stranger. I'm not, I'll open the door for my wife. No, bro, you won't open the door for your wife because you only have the mindset to open the door for a stranger. You don't have that mentality. So I'm saying some things, those are the seeds. Those initial seeds have to be developed. What type of seeds are you planting? So these are the seeds of self-development. I'm gonna hit you with another seed. You need to plant seeds of an open mind. Many of us, I'm gonna go for the men's part of this. This is big. In Toronto, right? I'm a Caribbean man. I say it all the time. I remind you. I'm a Caribbean man. Caribbean men, we like Caribbean women, right? Why? They understand our culture. They know how to cook our food. And similar to my previous point, they remind us of mom, right? Now, Caribbean women aren't easy though. Caribbean women are not easy at all. At all. Okay? And therefore, some aspects, and I'm not going to get specific, and I'm not here to insult women from the Caribbean. I'm giving you a build-up story. Some aspects of the Caribbean culture to men of the Caribbean become red flags. And so they're looking at some of those women from some of the various islands, and I'll give you my island. I'll use my island. Trinidad is an island where we specialize in bacchanal. What is bacchanal? In fete, in carnival, in lascivious behavior, in reveling. These are some of the things that we call our carnival, reveling. And they move. Women and men in that culture are very sexually fluent, right? Now, if you're a man in that culture, growing up in a culture where you and another woman are being environmentally conditioned to be sexually fluid, or you're loose, as it is, or you're loose, or you're slack. You're growing up slack in a culture where sexuality is an easy thing, that people are undercover trying to have sex with each other all the time. If you're growing up in that culture and you run into a scenario where you have a couple of relationships and you're cheated on, whether it's the man's side or the woman's side, that culture now becomes kind of a red flag for you, right? But you can't help yourself because, that's your culture. You're a black man, you're a black woman, you love those people look good to you, right? The food, everything, the language, the patois, the music, all kind of thing is in that culture. However, check out the seed. You have to be open to seeds of other cultures. And so as a Caribbean man, listen here. When them East African woman come to Toronto, boy, when them Habesha girls, them Somalian girl, them Ethiopian girl, them Eritrean, when them Rwandan woman come true, them Kenyan woman come true in Toronto, and we saw bottom like hard dumpling roll through, we're like, what trouble? What kind of thing? Did you see this Ethiopian girl, bro? Did you see the Eritrean? Listen, I remember in 2017. And you got to remember, in Canada, most of the East Africans came to Canada as refugees. So they had war-torn situations. First generation were adults. The second generation grew up here. So they grew up here. They went to high school here. They took off their hijab, okay? And now you get to see East African woman and the hair, boy. And listen, they're Muslim, but now they're wearing apple bottom jeans. Oh, what? And you're seeing shape. You're saying, wait a minute, Trini girl, hold on. Did you see Africa? My goodness, man changed. Listen, men changed they were looking to the Caribbean and they changed their head to Africa, boy. African women come true Toronto, and men were breaking their neck. Them Somalian girls declared it was Somalian summer. Woo, came out in groups, and all you see in Trinidad, they have a calypso song, bottom on the road, boy. Hard dumpling rolling down the street, and they learned to speak the language because they grew up here. They learned the culture because they grew up here. And listen, when you see one of them learn how to whine to soca music, it's over, because all you see, your head is going like a pendulum. Hard bottom on road. And listen, East African women became the thing. They became the thing. You wanted to find yourself an Ethiopian, a Eritrean, or a Somali girl, or any East African girl that looked the part, okay? They were banging, you know, because remember, it's a fresh culture for us. So we're seeing women with shape like we've never seen on all of them. And so we were like, what's going on? And so we started to plant seeds into that East African culture and saying, hey, look at us. And they liked us too. They liked us too. They absolutely did. I'm talking now, brothers. They liked us too. However, this is the thing that stopped their show. They liked us, but they could not take us home. They couldn't. Listen, brothers were out here trying to learn Ethiopian, Swahili, and Arabic all at the same time. They say, what do you mean? Even if you convert to Islam, they weren't taking you home. They always went back to marrying dudes from their culture. And so even though they wanted the structure of this, their culture wanted to marry the dudes from their culture. And so what took place is that even though these women descended on Toronto in massive amounts, hundreds of thousands and more of those ethnicities, and men were willing to say, yes, let's get him a shot. The hijab is off. She knows how to speak my language. Boy, she knows how to dance and everything, and she'll come hang out at my house, blah, 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 blah. Can't marry her. Couldn't marry her. Couldn't take her home. Couldn't marry her, right? So basically, we were sneaky links to them. We were sneaky links. And some guys were willing to do that, but they were going back to their culture and marrying their culture. And so what took place next in Toronto, and this is what I'm saying, seeds. Black women, I'm gonna talk to you in a minute, but seeds, brothers went from Caribbean women, and in the 90s, 2000s, they started to discover these African women, and then they found you all Americans because it became easier to travel, right? The internet is opening up. You've got Facebook, you've got Black Planet, right? You've got Freaknik in Atlanta. You got the Motorcycle Week in Miami. And so brothers are like, sure, bro, I'm going down to these Americans. And American women, this is here it goes to the lady side. I'm not an American Negro. I'm a very different dude. You ask me where I'm from, I don't say I'm from Pennsylvania, I'm from Pittsburgh, I'm from North Carolina. I don't tell you that. I say I'm from another country, okay? I have a different accent. I have different food. I have different music. My country, Black people run the country. In America, those brothers never seen until Barack a Black man run anything, except for maybe, the police chief or a pastor. I'm a whole different type of brother, completely. And so when they met us, they're like, hey, who are these Caribbeans? Oh, I like when they talk like that. Does he talk with an accent? Talk to me, man. Talk to me in your... And they were fascinated by the fact that, hey, these Caribbean brothers now, they can dance, they can cook, okay? They They can blow your back out, absolutely. And they're not Americans. And they have more manners. They treat us a little differently. That's kind of refreshing. And they got into Caribbean men. I'm sorry, African brothers, y'all still fighting the battle, man. Nigerian brothers, y'all still fighting, bro. I know you're still fighting. The West African brothers, y'all still fighting. Them girls got they like, hey, Nigeria, hey, they still blocking. But the Caribbean brothers, we whining right in there. And we went from African girls, Caribbean girls to African girls to American. American women love us. American women absolutely adore us. We fantastic to the Americans. We got friends in America, babe. We got friends in America. And so this is what I'm saying for women now. Men from the Caribbean, we did that transition easy because a lot of ladies liked us. It was choose and refuse for us. We had a little Indian time too, where the Indian girls liked us too. And some of them we could marry, right? The white ladies always liked us. That's never going to stop. That's never going to stop. That train ain't never stopping. They always liked us, and we could always marry white girls. That train never stopped. It will never stop. That's from slavery. I ain't never stop it, right? But black women, characteristically and statistically, do not date outside of their cultural ethnic group, right? They will level up to a black man from the Caribbean, like I just talked about. But many of you aren't going to go marry a man from Pakistan. You're not going to go marry an individual from Korea. You're not going to marry a Korean man a lot of times. Like, you're not going to marry individuals who are drastically different from you, because black men are considered fetishes, and black women are considered a lot of times exotic, but not necessarily desirable for marriage by individuals outside of your ethnic groups. That's just statistics. That's not me telling you that. That's me telling you what I've read. And so now it's incumbent upon women of ethnic groups. There's two types of women that need to go these seeds of an open mind. That's where we are. Seeds of an open mind. Older women who are past the age of having children, y'all need to just date completely outside of your groupings. And black women, all right? And I'm not telling black women to go run away from black men. I'm telling black women, and Kevin Samuels, he had some interesting concepts and conversations about women, but I'm going to put it in this way. There are women who essentially should know by now that black men are not interested in dating you anymore. You should just know that. You should know that by the type of men that come around you, the type of attention you get. You should know that black men are probably not going to date you. And what you should do is you should realize that just because black men are not interested in you, it doesn't mean that other men aren't. You might fly to Italy, which is the best place for black women to go. And them Italian brothers will say, oh my goodness, look what we have here. Anne-Marie, Nicole, smooth operator, how are you? Good to see everybody. Miss Walker, I saw you. All you people, good to see you. I'm not hearing nothing from none of y'all, though. Y'all are sitting here listening to me talk, but nobody's talking back to me. Listen, black women need to sometimes pick up and go outside. I see you, Nicole, outside of that ethnic group when you know that ethnicity doesn't like you. And there's two ways that you know that a particular ethnic group is not interested in you, okay? Black men, we are expert in knowing that. Women maybe not. Black men are expert in knowing which ethnic groups are not interested in you. We know that very well because brothers are always shooting their shot. And when you get to a certain group and it's always like, oh, I'm sorry. No, thank you. Oh, I have a boyfriend. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm not interested. Yeah, those girls don't like me. We know right away because we're always shooting our shot. Yeah, that group don't like me, but this group loves me. Women need to learn that. And especially black women who are getting close to or passing the age of giving birth to children, and maybe they want to give birth to children, or women who are older, they've already had their kids, and they're in a different position in life. Figure out who likes you and go after who likes you Stop fooling around with people who don't like you because that's your ethnic group. I don't know. You might have to learn some new habits, some new tricks, but you know, it might be like, well, I don't really like that type. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But if you're looking to be married, you're looking to be booed up, you're looking to be coupled up, you're not looking to stay single in your single season forever. And you know that in your city, in your community, in the group that you're having slim to no pickings, okay? You practically, and listen, some of them practically butt naked on social media and still nobody cares. That's what I feel. Lord, I feel sorry for them. I feel, when I see you on social media and you, baby, you showing everything and you got 2 little likes and one's from your child or something, like, I'm so, Lord, 2 little likes on social media. You practically butt naked. You got the thing split open, showing everything all the way up to your esophagus, and no one cares. Lord have mercy. That's a shame. Don't do that. Okay? You don't do that. I'm here to tell us a woman is a fetish to somebody. A woman is a fetish to somebody. I don't care what you look like. Listen, I got some friends, they like them big. They like them big Gorilla Magilla girls. Big girl look like she could pick up the other side of a car and put you on her shoulder and shimmy up a tree. Like they like them like that. They like them like that. Big and greasy looking, smelling like chicken. Come on. Listen, a woman is a fetish because she's a woman. Period. Somebody will say, hey, there it goes. I had a friend in school, we call him Bobo. Ron, was it Ron? What was Ron's last name? I forget his last name. I'll call you last name when I remember. Ron was about this skinny. He weighed about 180 pounds, 6'4", had the biggest hands. He would put his hand, I got big hands too. He used to put his hand on my face and his this finger would hit here. He had a giant set of hands. I don't know what else that implies, but he had a giant set of hands and Ron liked him big. I was like, Ronnie boy, what you doing with these big old girls, man? It's like, baby, that's how I like them. I like them big. I mean, 285 football player could run for touchdowns. That big girls, he liked them big. Big chicken and grease eating, biscuit eating women. He loved them big. And Ron wasn't big. So I'm saying any woman is a fetish, but you got to find the environment that likes you. So that's the seed of an open mind. You got to plant seeds of an open mind in your situation. How much time I got? Oh Lord, my time gone. That's it. I'm going to finish this tomorrow. I'm going to break it down a little bit tomorrow. I got more for you in this particular area. And we're going to talk about this thing that we talked about, that I mentioned, is hot girl summer, whole life summer. Is hot girl summer, whole life summer. I mean, you're a hot boy too, but this is why I say this. Girls are saying to me, oh, I don't want no relationship this summer. I'm coming out of COVID. I just want to travel. I want to date people. I want to meet people. And, you know, basically they're saying they want to sleep with as many men as they see fit. They want to have fun. They want to go out with their girlfriends. They don't want any restrictions, and especially a relationship restriction. It's hot girl summer, whole life summer. Listen, I'm your boy. This is the real Spiel. I'm Uncle Dell, and I will tell. Alexa, play some Cuban music for me, man. I'm going out.
Here's a playlist you might like.
I might like it.
Cubanos.
I like it.
Music.
I like it already. Hey! Tomorrow at 8 o'clock, share this with somebody. I am Uncle Dell. This is the real Spiel. See you later. You too. See you tomorrow.
Me está guardando que vuelva allí.